Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new here, welcome. My name is Braden Timmons and happy Michael Myers Monday, episode 2. I know it's late Monday night. Whenever you guys are watching this, it is Monday, but I was working on a final grad school paper today, so I was not able to get this uploaded earlier, nor did I have time to film this past week because it's been so crazy with just wrapping up grad school for the quarter. You guys know that I've been very busy with that, but I still wanted to get this video out on time, even if it was at the last minute at like 11:59 p.m. Monday night. You guys can look at the date and it will have been Monday. So happy Michael Myers Monday to you guys. Episode 2. This is a segment I started because I love talking about Halloween on this channel, and I feel like that every Monday people have always been like Michael Myers Monday, so I'm like, okay, let's do a Myers video every single Monday or something Halloween related. I know a couple of you have reached out and asked me to do videos on Halloween 3 because I do like Halloween 3 and so do many of you. But for today's topic, I was like, what could be pretty interesting to discuss on episode 2? So if you guys have any sort of suggestions that you guys would like to see on this segment, please leave comments in the comment section and let me know what your suggestions are that I should talk about every single Monday. I'm going to need a lot of topics, guys, because this is an ongoing segment. So today what we're going to be talking about is Quentin Tarantino opens up about his Halloween 6 idea that he toyed with writing back in the early 1990s. As many of us know, Halloween 5 was released in 1989. Halloween 6 didn't come out until 1995. And believe it or not, at one point, Quentin Tarantino, yes, was actually in talks to potentially write and direct that film. I have to say, it would have been really interesting to see what Quentin Tarantino would have been able to bring to the Halloween franchise, because he's a filmmaker that I love all of his films. I'm a fan of every single one of them. And in my opinion, there's not a bad Quentin Tarantino movie. I think Quentin Tarantino is a really great filmmaker. I think he's a very talented writer. And I'm also really shocked that he hasn't had the chance to win Best Director yet. I mean, he's been nominated several times, but both of his Oscars have come from his Best Original Screenplays. So it actually would have been interesting to see him write and direct Halloween 6. At one point, he was going to be the one that was going to answer the question of who the man in black was that showed up at the end of Halloween 5. But let's dive in and see what this article has to say, because this news is as recent as this past December. This is like a mid-December 2019 interview in which he was talking with some people about this. But apparently in 1994, Miramax actually offered Quentin Tarantino the chance to write Halloween 6, an opportunity that he declined. Okay, so maybe he was just being looked at to write it. Maybe he wasn't going to direct it, but maybe had he have written a script that he wanted to direct, maybe Miramax would have actually offered him the directing gig as well. Ultimately, the film was written by Daniel Farrands, and Daniel Farrands today is known for really, really shitty films, such as The Haunting of Sharon Tate and The Murder of Nicole Brown Simpson that just came out earlier this year, literally less than a year after The Haunting of Sharon Tate. And I know Halloween 6 already has a lot of mixed views. I mean, I personally like Halloween 6 for what it is. I like the producer's cut of Halloween 6 a lot more than the theatrical cut, but nonetheless, this is still interesting to me because Quentin Tarantino was almost behind it. Anyway, the film ended up being by Joe Chappelle, but there was definitely at one point in time that Tarantino had at least casually considered being the man to answer the big question posed by Halloween 5's finale, as I was stating earlier. And that question was, of course, who the mysterious man in black was who popped up at the end of Halloween 5 to spring Michael Myers out of prison. At the time, really nobody involved with the production had any idea who the hell the man in black was or how they'd ever continue that story into the next sequel, but Tarantino played with cracking the code. So again, no matter what it is you guys say about Halloween 6, I actually like it, but Tarantino's idea is actually a little interesting. I mean, the man himself is interesting, but let's take a look and see what his idea would have been for Halloween 6. So this is what he goes on to say. He said, "It would have been, if I had done it, I never got hired, but it would have been my job to figure out who the guy in boots is," Tarantino explained. He continued and he said, "I was like, leave the scene where the man in black shows up, alright, and freeze Michael Myers." This says freeze, like it says like freeze. Freezes Michael Myers. It's freeze, F-R-E-E-S. And so the other thing that I had in mind, I still hadn't figured out who that dude was. I was like, the first 20 minutes would have been the Lee Van Cleef dude and Michael Myers on a highway, on a road, and they stopped at coffee shops and shit. This is such a Quentin Tarantino phrase. They stop at coffee shops and shit, and wherever Michael Myers stops, he just kills everybody. So they're like leaving a trail of bodies on Route 66. Whoa. So he had an idea for, in the beginning of Halloween 6, it was basically just going to be the Man in Black and Michael Myers just on like a road trip and leaving a trail of bodies to be unveiled, pretty much. That's basically how he was going to start it, and then he would have to answer that question from there. I don't know if I really like that, because this is very brief. I mean, yeah, it would be cool to see within like the first like 20 minutes all these bodies being discovered after Michael Myers is let out of jail. But at the same time, it's like, where are you going to take the story from there? Because Michael Myers' ultimate motive in the Cult of Thorn trilogy was Jamie Lloyd. So it's like, how does Jamie Lloyd tie into this after the events of Halloween 5? And I'd be curious to see how he would play that into Halloween 6. And this interview actually also uncovered that he is actually also a fan of Rob Zombie's Halloween and Halloween 2. He did say that the first time he watched Rob Zombie's Halloween, he didn't really like it all that much. He had said that he didn't like everything that Rob Zombie had added to the story, and then he went on to say that the last hour of the film just kind of became a remake of the original, and he said that he didn't like that. But he said that when he watched it 8 months later, he absolutely loved Rob Zombie's Halloween, and he said that the kid who plays young Michael Myers is really good. He also opened up about Danielle Harris being very good, which, by the way, it's June 1st. Happy birthday, Danielle Harris. And then this is going to shock a lot of you guys, but he loves Rob Zombie's second Halloween movie. So if that says anything about where Quentin Tarantino may have taken the Halloween franchise, that's all very interesting to me. If I actually ever met Tarantino and I ever got the opportunity to talk to him about where he would have taken Halloween 6, I'd actually like to ask if he has any ideas as to maybe where he would have taken the story after the first 20 minutes of Michael and the Man in Black just leaving an entire body trail. So yeah, guys, that's all I have today. So post your guys' comments down below. Let me know, what do you guys think? Would you guys have liked to see Quentin Tarantino write and direct Halloween 6? Whatever your guys' thoughts are, comment below, let me know. And as always, if you guys like this, don't forget to join me on my journey to 5,000 subscribers, and I will see you guys in my next video.